What's happening, YouTube? Let's get it. What's happening? Mortal Kombat! Anyways, so I'm watching Jason Israel and his it's no surprise he used to be I guess he was some type of writer or something for Vince McMahon in WWE. It's crazy. There's such like a parallel line between religion-based content, spiritual-based content, and the WWE. Like it's just weird. Like you look at people like Ted DiBiase and like how he's in church now, or how Sting, was on heroin and now he goes to church. Like. It's funny, Sting, when he was on cocaine, he had all the colorful face paint. When he was on cocaine and heroin, he went into the black and white face. He was even saying some shit about that on the fucking, on some like TBN or something on the fucking like Jesus Network. Yeah, I remember at like 2 a.m. I was like, the Jesus Network has Sting on it without face paint. Before like the internet type shit, I'm like, I've never seen Sting without face paint. So I watched this shit. It was him and Ted DiBiase just talking about religion and shit. Sting being like, I was a heroin addict. Like, I think at that point he had never like disclosed that to anybody. But the point of the video. I fuck it up every time. Anyways. The point of this video. Y'all might be like, well, Snow White, Mac Bundles. Why would you just show that random Blu-ray disc of an obscure anime miniseries? I fuck it up every time. I fuck it up every time. Y'all might be like, well, Snow White, Mac Bundles. Why would you just show that random Blu-ray disc? Because the Killing Stone. This whole fucking thing. This whole fucking storyline, which people have said is pointless because every time Yasunori Kato tries to wake the spirit up of this dragon that supposedly sleeps in this boulder in Tokyo, the dragon wakes up for a second or doesn't wake up, but sometimes he wakes up for a second literally just to tell him to fuck off and he's going back to bed. And the story is that this dragon, which sleeps inside this boulder type thing that in the spirit realm turns into a full-on like tomb and shit, because Yasunori Kato is not a person, he's a metaphysical spirit, meaning that you can see him if he wants you to. Hard to explain anyways. This is a fantastic anime, regardless of what people say about the storyline being like pointless. It's not, because every time the dragon wakes up for like a little second, one of the, it was the cool part too, it's kind of not based on a true story, inspired by true events. So like, for example, one of the times where the dragon spirit wakes up for a second to basically tell Yasunori Kato to fuck off and let him go back to sleep, a big ass natural disaster that really happened in history happened. Like in one instance it's the tsunami, and in another instance it's the earthquake. But the dragon never fully wakes up, and so Tokyo is never destroyed. But the main thing about the dragon is that as long as it's kept peaceful slumber, as long as it's allowed to sleep forever, Tokyo can never be destroyed. Not even the nukes can destroy Tokyo. The moment that you wake that dragon up, I forget if it's the entire city, it will be destroyed. I think that's what it was. It might be the end of the world would happen though, if I'm wrong. It's almost like the movie Signs. How the main complaint about the movie Signs was that there was very little action and a lot of talking. You know what I'm saying? And you never saw the aliens or nothing like that. It's almost like that, but like you imagine if you like Yasunori Kato and like shit like that as the aliens, you really do see it. It's like Signs in the anime with more action in that sense. And there's no aliens. It's just this fucking, I guess he was like some type of general, I think, in the Chinese army that tried to invade Japan. Something like that. He hates Japan. That's why he tries to wake this dragon up to destroy it. And with this killing stone, okay, the killing stone basically is the same fucking thing. And I always thought, even before I heard of the killing stone, I was like, that whole thing reminds me of, it seems almost like what I said about the video game storyline of Battlezone, the original Battlezone 1990, not the original was on Atari, but the one that came out in 1998 that was published by Activision. That, it reminds me heavily of how it's like some shit where no one just made this up. They might have made up the storyline, but there's something to do with that dragon being imbued in this boulder that then in the spirit realm, it looks like a full-on like tomb type shit, ancient ruins type shit, like with gargoyles and sculptures everywhere, but in the real world it's just this rock. And the rock that it looks like in the movie looks like where this killing stone was in real life. And I even commented on Jason Israel video, I was like, you know, I explained the whole story of Doom Megalopolis and its live action adaptation, Taito Monogatari, and why it was the type of shit I never thought I'd think about. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, oh, it's a cool storyline, like, whatever. Part of it probably comes from Japanese folklore and shit. We see that in a lot of animes, like Outlaw Star. You see a lot of the use of Tao magic in Outlaw Star. Now, so it was some shit that was just like obscure, cool little storyline until basically yesterday when I looked into this Killing Stone thing and said, that sounds pretty identical to the dragon in Doomed Megalopolis. Hayabusa! So, I don't know what to think of this, but I definitely know that shit breaking, especially if it broke for like at the exact 1,000 year mark, like that shit is not 1,001 years, it's not over 1,000 years, if it's exactly 1,000 years, that's very strange. Also, relating to my videos on like soul gem theory, it almost seems like the opposite of what a soul gem would do. Just like preserve this life and the next. So you repeat this life. You're not born as, so you're reborn as this person. But it seems like almost like to prevent you from ever rebirthing. Is what it seems like. Now, I haven't looked into that, so I could be wrong. There's a few weird things, and I'm gonna put some footage of the live action and the anime adaptation. Well, not the anime adaptation. The live action is an adaptation. But anyway, my point is I'm gonna put some of that shit in here. Y'all gonna see it. It was just weird. It was weird, like why the news made a big deal about a rock breaking, essentially. You know what I'm saying? Either way. It's a very strange story. I was like, yo, so wait, people are saying, oh, the gates to hell have been open and this and that a lot lately, and I'm like, so wait, does this mean it's Doom in real life? Do I get to be Doom guy? You feel what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, where's my green Halo suit at, bro? Why is everyone in all them type of games like they just look like Master Chief before Master Chief ever existed by like 10 years? So I'm gonna put some footage of this. I'm out this bitch, bye. So basically this magic psychic guy here is telling all the city planners, this is sometime in the 1930s or 1920s, maybe. It's early 1900s. Like cars still look old and shit. Basically, this guy is like, listen, no, because if you put too much on the city, you build too much, it's gonna disturb this spirit of Masakado, this dragon spirit, and it'll destroy the whole city. Don't do that. So in the opening scene of the anime, what happens is you have Kato in the spirit realm while this bitch is sleeping. The bitch is asleep. Kato comes through, and he's got this, you know what I'm saying? It looks like he blew a bubble. It's literally like a pink bubblegum bubble looking thing. And he puts this orb inside her pussy. And so it's like, it's weird, bro. It's weird. But, like, basically that's why she's puking this cricket thing out of her mouth right now, which was a worm that grew inside her belly. She's related to the bloodline of someone very important to Tokyo, apparently. That's why he chose her as a medium. Basically, this thing named Masakato, which was dragon spirit, is very vengeful, and somehow she's related to that bloodline, which makes her an ideal medium. So here you got basically that's where the crypt is. It's showing it at night, but in the daytime it looks different. Like there's a different, it's less there and more looks like this photo I'm about to show y'all. So I'm gonna come back and do a part 2 where I actually have the part from there, and they're entering the spirit realm, where shit looks a little bit different. As you can see now, it's like an actual tomb and shit. But yeah, I was trying to find the footage out of the one I'm about to show you, this picture, where in the anime it literally looks just like that in the daytime. The scenery, the post, everything. And in the anime, that shit opens up to like a shit where you can only enter if you're in the spirit realm and shit. And like Kato takes the bitch there and shit. So yeah, this was where I wanted to find the first OVA on the YouTube. Could not find it. But there is a scene in the first OVA. I might put that Blu-ray in and actually come back for a part 2 on this later. That exact spot in that exact lighting is shown exactly, pretty much. I'm pretty sure even that post with the writing is on it. So I'm going to do a part 2 where I come back with that, because they took the first OVA off YouTube, it seems. Can't move how I move. We was taught different. I can tell by how they're driving that car got the narcs in it. These done got real. Bro gonna take his gun to court with him. Anyways. First time I had a honeycomb, I was young as fuck. Still can't lead the game like I'm Vincent. I love the rush. Anyways. This half of it came, I'm trying to double up. This past double up. This is my part right here. You ain't never met the plug. I'm who your plug get it from. Spread with the before he came, it's gonna glitter up. A lot of people don't know what he mean by that. My best advice is break the fentanyl. Either way. Either way, I hate me too. I don't fall. So it's just very strange to me that they talk about this killing stone shit. It's like what this motherfucker was trying to do this whole fucking 4 episodes just happened, it seemed. I just had to throw that out there and come back and say what I could have said in 20 seconds and take a minute to say it, because them bars is fire. I'm out this bitch.